I'm joined now by one of New Zealand's best motocross riders to come out of that country. Although he's won an Australian Championship, and some of us even call him an Australian, of course, it's Daryl Hurley. Daryl, the big news, mate, you've retired. Tell us all about it.
Yeah, thanks for having me. And I just decided that I couldn't commit to the Australian season like I could when I first started over here, and I've got some things going on at home now that have sort of affected the amount of effort that I can put in, and obviously I just decided the time's coming.
You're wrapping up your riding career. Tell us a little bit about that riding career and some of the highs that you had through it.
Yeah, there's been many. Obviously, when I first started here in '97, I came as a privateer. Craig Dack picked me up and through that year and took my bike to the races for me. Then he actually gave me a ride the year after, and basically Craig got my career going. And I rode for him for like 4 years before switching to Suzuki. And I've ridden for Suzuki Australia and Jay Foreman's team basically since then, so I've ridden for them for 8 years now.
And of course you did the stint over in America as well?
I did the stint in America where I rode for Motor World Suzuki did 2 years there before returning home to win my first Australian Championship in 2005.
Of course, throughout your career you've had a lot of injuries. Tell us a little bit about that too.
Yeah, injuries were probably a big part of it, but they sort of came after I got home from America. But the biggest thing for me was actually I signed with Suzuki in 2001, and in Australia here they had the Thumper Nationals Championship, and Suzuki didn't really have the right bike for the job, but we made do with the bike that we had. But basically the reason why I went with Suzuki was my association with Suzuki New Zealand and Suzuki Australia. It was just a good working relationship, so that sort of outweighed everything else, and that's why I went with Suzuki in the end. It's been a good relationship.
What do you think has really kept you with Suzuki for 8 years, 9 years?
It wasn't about the money, it was about being comfortable and just being around the right people, and I'm glad that I stuck by Suzuki, and especially Suzuki New Zealand, because I actually now have the role when I manage the race team in New Zealand, and I've sort of taken over that part, and it's taken a little while for it to go out of house now, but everything's run out of my workshop and out of my race truck and stuff, and we've gone a long way, and just really excited to be doing that, so I'm glad I stuck by Suzuki because it's paid off now.
How many years have you been operating the Suzuki race team, and where's the future going to hold with that?
Last year was the first year that Suzuki actually released the team from in-house to me to manage the team. So not only was I contracted to race for the team, I was also contracted to manage the team. So, and obviously last year was 07 was a big year for me because I had to try and prove that I could run a race team and stuff like that. And we won the Motocross Championship. We won the New Zealand Supercross Championship in both classes. So it was a successful year, and we won a lot of races, and obviously that's led into this year, and I have another year on my contract managing the team and stuff, so everything's looking good there, and I'm really enjoying doing that part of it too.
Do you think that you'll still get out and have a ride with the boys and then show them what's what?
Definitely. I'm still actually going to be racing in New Zealand. I'm not actually retiring completely from racing. I just couldn't commit to Suzuki Australia and give them the time that was required with the new Supercross season that was coming up, and with the importance of the series and obviously the Motocross Championship. I just felt like I couldn't give them 100% anymore because I had too many distractions, and that kind of upsets me a little bit because I can't ride and get the results that I want, but I've got so much happening, it's not allowing it anymore. So that's why I've decided, this is the sign, I'm going to take a step back and actually just start racing for fun again and not have to worry about racing to earn a living.
Just before we leave, mate, I hope you're not going to be out there training too many youngsters up and getting them to come across Australia and do what you did to us.
As I say, it'd actually be good to have some Australians come out to New Zealand and race us on our soil. That'd be good.
Well, mate, look, it's been fantastic speaking to you. All the best with your future, mate, because I know that you've got a bright future ahead of you, especially with Suzuki, with those championship wins already, mate. Thanks again for joining us, mate. Well, he's given us plenty of highlights through his career in Australia, so let's go and have a look at some of them.